Alright everybody, I got the Landing Zone Pro I got it for my 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's a docking station, a little different than the other one. I can't think of the name offhand. I'll figure that out and put it in there, but in the description below. But the other one is a standing vertical where you lock in all your connectors at the bottom with a little Allen wrench and then drop your MacBook Pro or your Air into it so it stands up vertically. This is a little bit different. I just recently, and I'll have a video for it, explaining that I tried the Microsoft Surface Pro for about a week and it just did not work out, so I ended up buying a MacBook Air. So anyways, I needed some type of docking station for work where I use an external monitor. Don't really use Ethernet because at work my Ethernet is my wireless is just as fast as my Ethernet, but this has the USB 3 ports and the video connector. I think that's pretty much everything it has. You have the 13-inch fits all MacBook Air models. June 2012 is what I have. Some snippets from reviews from Wired, Cult of Mac, and TechCrunch. I honestly didn't find it on there. I just sort of Googled Mac Air docking stations and just happened to come across this one. As far as I know, it's a pretty new design and product. You have the mini display port that I mentioned earlier. There's an on and off indicator light there. Power in, your power supply cord goes there. 3 USB 3 ports on the back, which is nice. I'll be hooking up at work probably one of my Western Digital Passbooks. I have a 1 terabyte and a 500 gig, probably the 500 gig to run Time Machine off of. Gigabyte Ethernet port, which, like I said, I'm not sure if I'll be using that or not. It's got a spot for a Kensington lock slot. Probably won't be using that. Another USB 3 port on the side. Then it's got a spot where you can put your MagSafe plug into it. This is for the MagSafe plug 2. But it just sort of holds it in place, so when you close, the way it works is these are open on the sides. You put it in, push it back to these 2 positions, and then I believe you close this little loop thing here to open and close it. So it pretty much lines it up perfect, so you don't have to worry about these. What I worry about is it's scratching up the aluminum surface on the MacBook Air. Again, it just sort of goes over the features again on the back in 100 different languages. There's 3 different versions of this. I'll put a link to the website below, but this was the one that made the most sense for me. This is the highest end one, if you will. It was $199. By the time shipping and everything's done, I think it ended up being about $220. So let's crack it open and see what we got. Oh, they like that dock lock connect. It's good packaging. Well protected. Pretty lightweight, which is nice if you ever want to sort of put it in your bag to go with you. caution, do not use with Thunderbolt HDD. So, I don't think that's going to affect me at all. This is just a travel clip. Once the air is in, this stays closed, but again, this is just in case you want to put it in your bag. I said it's really lightweight, but it doesn't feel cheap. Feels a lot like my Samsung Galaxy Note 2. That type of plastic feel. You got some rubber bumpers on the bottom so you're not sliding all over your desk, which is nice. Again, like I said, you got the USB 3 port for this one here. I'm assuming this one runs back to these 3 here. This is a little lock for the MagSafe, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, once you get it in there, that must release it or lock it. We'll find out. There's the lock for the Kingston lock. Kingstone, whatever it is. I don't really use it. Let's see what else we got here. Styrofoam. Quick guide. Sort of nice that they made it part of the packaging so you don't have a bunch of extra crap laying around. I got a caution again. Don't use for a hard drive disk. I got an owner's manual and register. I used to not do this register, but I do it now just to keep track of updates and whatnot. I don't think there would be any software updates on this, but a lot of these companies are pretty good. They don't seem to send you a lot of junk email. And it's pretty easy to unsubscribe nowadays. Power cord. I guess that's it. So, give me a second here. I'll get my MacBook Air and we will try it out. Okay, plugged in my power cord to the outlet. Now using my handy dandy quick guide reference, or as I like to say, guide rapide. That was like rapido. I don't know, maybe that's French or something. Anyways, so let's see what we got here. Remove travel clip first. Just make sure that this little MagSafe thing is up. So, I guess this drop in. Okay, that presses down and puts pressure onto the MagSafe. So, lift it up, you can take it out and lock it in. I'm probably going to be ordering a second one. I usually always have at least 2. One I'd like to keep at work on this dock because this is where it'll primarily just stay at work. I can't imagine I'm going to be taking it with me anywhere. Again, it's nice that it's lightweight and you have the travel clip, but I really don't see traveling with it. At least for myself, I have no real need for it. I guess I'll plug it in. Doesn't give me a step for powering it up, but I don't know what that was. It's weird, it's that light. I don't know if that's the camera's picking up. There's a light right here that is on when I barely have the plug in, but once I go all the way in, it's off. Okay. I'll assume it's supposed to do that. Quick guide. So, take your Air, 13-inch in this case, and you push it all the way back to these stops here. It's got the little bumper indents for the bottom, which is sort of nice because you almost can just line up to those. But you push it to the back to where you seated on both of those stops. Now, it says to use this in the back, so I will do it that way. So now that power light is on, I guess because we are now engaged. And I also see my mag light, or I'm sorry, mag light. My MagSafe cord, drew a blank for a moment, is connected. I like that you can still have full range of the monitor of the screen, even with this. So whether you use this as your docking station and just have your peripherals plugged in and still use this as your main screen, I actually like the angle that it puts it on. So that's nice. One thing that I noticed that when I was just putting this together is that there is no spot for the audio. The audio is still used through the MacBook Air. I'm pretty disappointed in that. Mostly I'm disappointed that they didn't integrate that in. You could easily have had this over another 1/2 inch, embedded in a 3.5mm jack, and then had a through port to right here, or to right behind it even. I think that's a big fail, maybe not a huge fail, but a large fail in this design. For $200, I would like all my ports accessed through this device. Other than that, right now, it's really, really nice. I like the way it looks. It's really clean. Again, this is just my first impressions with it. I'll probably spend a week with it and maybe do just a quick update video. I sort of wish this had some way of it being routed back. I know it seems like something stupid, but I have a little bit of OCD and I like the clean line of it. I guess the way I could do it at work because like I said, this will be primarily on my desk at work. I could easily put one zip tie right there and then bring it back like that, and I guess I would get the same effect. I'm guessing they didn't do it just because of the connection right here. They didn't want to put a bend right there, put a 90-degree strain on there. So okay, I can understand that. But again, overall, nice. Disappointed about no audio. 3.5mm jack. Let me grab one of my external hard drives. It is a 3.0 USB. So I'm curious just to see how quick the response is. I hear the hard drive turning on. There it is. Which you cannot see, but whether you can see it or not, it's there. This is the one that I will be using for Time Machine, so I will be setting it up for Time Machine. but I won't do that now. So anyways, that's it. That is the unboxing of the Landing Zone Pro docking station. This obviously is for the MacBook Air. From what I see on their website, it's pretty much the same setup for the MacBook Pro, but obviously different curvature design down here. Overall, my first impression, it's a very well-made looking product. Seems like it'll work well. I'll give an update after a week or so. I'll let you know how I remedy this audio. I right now on my desk I have a 2-speaker and subwoofer system that I don't use often, but it is nice to have, and I don't want to plug and unplug every day. I would like to have a dock that just docks everything, all my peripherals. I have a ScanSnap IX500 scanner that I would plug in. Again, my external hard drive. That's probably about it. I may have my external display, as I mentioned before, but we'll see. This obviously, once on my desk, will be mounted to the back. This USB port here will just be for USB quick connections for whatever I'm doing, my thumb drives or anything like that. One more thing that you can see on the side is that your SD card, I don't mind that being open. I'm fine with that. I actually like that still being open. That would sort of be pointless to have it connected to there, to the dock. So I'm fine with that. The audio, again, I think is that's a big oversight, or maybe there's some reason they couldn't do it that I just don't see, but we'll see. So that's it. The Landing Zone Dock Pro for the MacBook Air 13. I'm Larry. See you in the next video.